feeling?
I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. It was emotional the last time we walked out in Kinnick, just for even just Kids Day, especially with 72,000 fans out there. It's going to be emotional, but just being able to calm those emotions, go out there and have some fun on Saturday.
I know you weren't here last year, but how have you seen this offense evolve since you got here to watch in the spring and then work in the summer?
Yeah, it's been really cool to see how well that the receivers are starting to see coverages and run routes at full speed and just running fast and making fast decisions. And that's the same thing with the tight ends and running backs. And I think the biggest progression is everyone is making faster decisions, so they're able to play faster on the field. Allows me to make quicker decisions and get guys the ball sooner so they can go out there and make plays.
The issue of the turnovers at Kids Day with the snaps and the one pick, do you feel like that's been shored up, cleaned up, maybe not perfectly, but cleaned up over the last few weeks?
Yeah, and it, obviously it was the first time in Kinnick. A little bit of obviously some jitters being there and first time in there, but we got those things cleaned up in practice, and then it was only our 7th practice. So there's still a lot of time to clean all that stuff up, and that's just little minor details that we just got to lock in and focus on. And I feel really good about how the offense has been cleaning up on those details.
What are some of those minor details that maybe you've worked on over the last few weeks?
Yeah, it's just getting those couple extra reps after practice and even before practice with just the snaps and the certain distance of where I'm standing compared to Logan Jones, and knowing on certain plays the ball may be coming out a little bit hotter when we have a run play or something like that. Also, just with the receivers and some certain throws, when there is guys in front of me, just continuing to working on getting throws around people instead of trying to kind of loft some balls over too.
What do you hope to learn from a week 1 game? Like, you have to learn and focus on yourself and getting better while also balancing it with, playing them, trying to win the game in front of you.
Yeah, and what's tough is throughout the entire fall camp, we continue to go against our own team, go against them, and our defense runs a defense that's kind of different than a lot of teams. So it's been kind of fun to actually go back to maybe a base quarters team that U Albany runs, and it's been fun to just trying to, I guess, navigate that side of things and kind of go against a defense that's a little bit different. But, we just got to continue to have those meetings, understand the defenses that we're going to be playing against, and especially this week. It's just going to be a lot of fun this first game.
Have you learned anything new about yourself or your offense now going against a different scout D?
I wouldn't say I've learned anything new just going against the scout D, but the scouts have been hungry this week, and it's been really fun to see their level of involvement in the game planning and defense right now, and they've given us some really great looks and to help us this Saturday.
Mark, coming in as a transfer quarterback into the Big Ten, do you feel a sense of pressure at all of you, because all eyes are usually on the quarterback?
Yeah, and that's kind of the role that I've kind of chose to step into, and I knew that was going to happen from the start, but I'm really excited about this opportunity that we have. It's truly a blessing to be where I dreamt about being ever since I was a little kid, so I'm just going to go out there, have fun, and just go execute the best that we can.
You weren't the only former Jackrabbit to earn a first-team spot. What can you say about Bryce, and are you surprised that he was able to get that?
Yeah, gosh, when I committed here, me and Bryce came on the same visit together, so I live with him as well, so we've been through it together throughout the entire time. I was really excited. Me and him were kind of juiced up to see that for him when we got back home yesterday, and he's just been continuously improving every single day that he's been here, and he's been a one-man wrecking crew sometimes to our offense, which has been fun to see on that, but not fun to go against. So I'm really excited to see him go against other offenses this week.
What do you see at that battle at left tackle between Trevor and Jack Dotzler?
Those guys have both been really battling, and it's been cool to see even all off season and in the summer. When we're doing conditioning out there, those guys are going next to each other every single day, competing, trying to win every single rep against it. And I think it's made them both elevate their game just because they know that they got to compete and know that they got to get that spot. So we'll see what happens Saturday and who ends up getting that spot. But it's been really cool to see the competition.
Is it weird to you or just ironic to see you're playing Albany, a team that you've played in such a different venue, a different situation?
Yeah, it's a cool opportunity to obviously have your first game against a team that you've already faced and have a little bit of familiarity with. it's kind of cool for it to be an FCS team, and obviously I'm now at the next level, so I kind of have the different viewpoints of that. But I'm excited. It's going to be a fun game Saturday, and again, you can't take any FCS opponent lightly, especially a team like this. And they've had some great years in the past, have some of the same coaches that have been great in the past, and we're just going to go out there, play our style of football, and go win.
Did you have a perfect day in that game? Because reading about it, it looks like you didn't miss on much.
Yeah, no, that day it was a pretty fun day, especially it being a semifinal game, going to a national championship, and having all the fans behind you in that game, and it was pretty perfect in that sense, and it was a lot of fun playing with those guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
In terms of your guys' expectations this season, just what's the importance of week 1 to kind of set the tone for the year?
It's super important. I mean, our motto as a team, as an offense, is to be tough and physical, make Sundays hurt for the other team, and we're going to go out there and just try to lay what we've been trying to practice, lay what we've been trying to work on all off season, and that's offensively as well as just being efficient and just going out there and executing every single play. So just kind of putting that out on film and knowing what teams are going to be facing all year is going to be really important.
What does Mark Gronowski's pregame look like? Are you a superstitious guy at all?
Nothing outlandish when it comes to like something I have to eat. I can eat anything else, but one thing that I always do is I'm always listening to classical music. Nothing like headbanging or heavy metal or anything like that, just because I like to calm my nerves, and the emotions of the fans and the people around me already get me going enough, so just listening to classical music to calm myself as much as possible.
What are you listening to?
Yeah.
A-list classical on Apple Music.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite composer?
No, not a favorite composer. I just press shuffle and just let it ride.
What's a successful day for you on Saturday?
That's a good question.
I do this.
A successful day, I wouldn't look at it more of myself, but as a team, just continuing to be efficient and not have any turnovers, get over. I mean, our goal is always try to get 8 to 10 big plays throughout the game, and just continuing to be efficient on first down, work on what we've been working on, and just kind of see improvement throughout the game. It might not be pretty first off, just right off the bat. It's going to be our first game. There's always going to be a couple bumps and bruises throughout it, but just continuously seeing growth throughout the game is going to be a successful day for us.
What's the importance of when you do get punched in the mouth, because you're not going against your scout? You have to, step back on a 3rd and 10 maybe, or maybe there is a turnover. What's the importance of bouncing back, and how have you felt as a team you've been able to mentally prepare for that?
Yeah, and shoot, we run so many 3rd downs in our practices and work in those situations that if we get down and we're behind the sticks, being able to have that bounce back in that moment. And I feel like it's really important for me as the quarterback, the leader of the offense, to kind of calm the guys down and just tell them that we're going to go out there and do it, and just kind of have everyone believe in the situation. And once I'm back there in the pocket, just got to go out there and deliver strikes.
What's been like the slowest thing to come back for you, I guess? Because this is the first time you've gotten 11 on 11 in quite a long time.
Yeah.
What's taken the longest maybe to come back? And maybe what's been the quickest to come back for you?
Yeah, I would say I think it's part of just learning the new offense and learning the new little different nuances that we have to learn. I think just learning the footwork of this offense has been a little bit different for me, and it has been a change in my style of football. So I think that's kind of been the thing that's taken the longest. But right now, in the past couple weeks, I've really started to get into my groove and really started to feel comfortable back there in the pocket. And I mean, shoot, the offensive line has done such a great job this offseason, and they're going to continue to get better throughout this year. So it's just me being comfortable, having slow feet back there, and just keep playing my game, and I'll be good.
So what are your, someone Elliot asked you about what's a good game for you, but what are your expectations about yourself? Like, are you giving yourself grace maybe the first month of the season? Or how are you viewing this early stage of the season for yourself?
Yeah, I know I'm going to be always hard on myself. Yeah. I'm going to be my hardest critic, even if anything else happens. I'm always my hardest critic. So even if we are being really successful, but we're not scoring as many points as I want, I'm going to be hard on me. I'm going to be hard on the offense and say that we need more out of everybody, including myself. So I don't know if there's a specific number of yards that we're going to be setting a goal for, but just know that I'm going to be my hardest critic, and I'm going to try and deliver my best every single day.
Okay, so what's the plan for running? Do they tell you you can't run? They want you to run a bunch? Have you convinced them you can run more?
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how this pans out.
Running has always been an aspect of my game.
Yeah.
And every year since my freshman year. I've become a better passer, so continuing to develop in the pocket. We've gotten better on that side of things, so I haven't had to run as much. But they've kind of told me that we're going to run when we need you to run, and when it's an important time. And if you see two man, everyone else is turned around. Just go take it and run. Go take the opportunities that the defense is giving you, and we're going to run with it.
Do you see a lot of design runs for you in the offense?
I think it just is going to really depend on each week, depending on the defenses that we're going to be facing. Some weeks there might be a couple more designed runs, and some weeks there might not be. But there's definitely going to be some that are going to make us a better offense as a whole and make the defense really guard us coast to coast and downhill as well.
What's more challenging, learning a new offense or learning your new receivers and where they like the ball and how they come out of cuts and all that stuff? What's challenging?
Yeah, compared to learning an offense and the receiver wise, I'd probably say learning where the receivers are going to be is probably a little bit tougher than actually learning an entire offense, because when you learn an offense, it's kind of like drawings on a piece of paper, but everyone runs the routes a little bit differently, and whether that's only maybe a yard difference in here and there, but that's a lot difference for the timing of when the balls are supposed to be coming out. So, I mean, this week and every week this fall camp, we've been working after practice trying to get extra reps so we can develop that timing, and it's been really helpful.
You said in the summer that you were maybe playing a little bit of catch up because of the spring that you'd missed. Are you at a place where you're comfortable going into the season, or where you wanted to be going into the season?
Yeah, I feel great right now, and especially on the mental side of things and having that pre-snap plan when I'm approaching the line of scrimmage, thinking about every possibility that the defense can be throwing at us and what my receivers are going to do based on that. So it's been really cool to see the development throughout this entire offseason. I feel like I'm in a really good spot.
You mentioned like the nuance and the timing and all those things that are different with this offense. Does that just come down to reps and muscle memory and things like that, or how do you clean those things up, make them more sharp?
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to just the reps and just getting reps throughout the year. And I think it really helped me this past spring. Might not have been perfect timing-wise, obviously, because I wasn't throwing, but I was getting the reps and seeing it. So I think that really helped me once I actually started being able to throw and having that timing down. Just seeing it before it happens and kind of understanding where people are supposed to be. Sometimes, obviously, guys aren't going to get there because there are press coverages and guys are going to be there a little bit later and stuff. But I think just continuously getting those reps throughout camp and throughout the season, it's going to continuously get better as the season progresses.